Hey everybody, how you doing? I am Dr. Liz Black and welcome to Around Town Live. Super excited to be with you today. I'm going to give a few minutes to let y'all come on in the room. Come on in the room. Tell your friends, share it wherever you can. As a matter of fact, you know what? I have a page. I'm going to share it on. You could go over, grab the link and post it in your Facebook page so it will air on your site. Okay, so again, grab the share or grab the URL and make sure you put it in on your Facebook page so it will air over there. Okay, let's see if I got this in here right. I'm trying to put it on all my pages. I need y'all to share it too, okay? All right. Wonderful. Okay, I got all the pages set up. Do y'all have the pages set up? You should. Share it, share it, share it. Hey, Sherry. Oh man, girl, how you doing? It's been a minute. Thanks for wait, you used to have your picture. Oh, you're on YouTube. Thanks for watching on YouTube. I know you come on Facebook sometimes also. I need y'all to share, share, share. If you're there, say hey to me. I see y'all are out there. Come on and say hi. I got a great show for you this evening. It's real impromptu, and those are the best of the best, you know? So come on, say hey, check in, make sure you're sharing it with others. Just say hi so I know where you are coming from. I know we're going to have a lot from the tri-state area tonight. Come on and say hey and check in. We are streaming live on Facebook. We are streaming live on YouTube. And we are streaming live on the Inspired Living Network TV. Yay! Before I bring my guest up, I just want to, oh, you find busy? It popped up. So you must have, did it pop because you have it set to say, to tell you every time I go live, or it just happened? But I'm glad you hit it and that you're with us. You know, I appreciate it. Please give Keith my love. All right. So tonight, we want you to share this. We want others to know because it's going to be a wonderful concert that's coming up. And I want to bring on the person that has the vision. He's made it possible to take what is in his heart and transform it into this concert. What's going on, Jeff? Thanks for coming on. You're from Houston via NYC. Well, thank you for coming on. Happy to see you here with us today. Please tell a friend and stay with us because we just, you know how we just hang out here and have a good time. Well, that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to bring up my guest for this evening. We're going to chat it up a bit. I want y'all to hear his heart as to why this concert is going to take place. And you're like, what concert? We don't know about a concert. Oh, I'm so glad you asked. I'm talking about, I got a flyer. I'm going to put it up. I'm talking about this concert. Yeah, it's coming up on January 17th with Naomi Raine. And I know you all know who she is. And she hasn't been in concert by herself in the tri-state area yet, like this, right there in Queens, y'all. You want to come out? We're going to be able to hang out with the music church. We're going to hang out with my buddy Gary Anglin and also the NYPD Guardians Gospel Choir. I bet you didn't even know they had a choir. And you know it's going to be wonderful, right? We're going to pray for them too. But I need y'all to get tickets and join us as we worship God, have a great time together, but it's all for a good cause. And you're like, okay, Liz, what's the cause already? I'm so glad you asked. So I'm going to bring up the first guest and the only guest today, none other than Stephen Duncanson. Yay!
Hey, Liz.
Hey, Stephen, welcome.
Thank you so very much. It's my pleasure to be able to be here. Thank you.
I'm glad you were able to make it. It's kind of impromptu. Like you never know what God is going to do and how He's going to set things up. But when I heard what you were all doing, I wanted to make sure that we start letting people know about it now. It is happening on January 17th, but
Yes.
you are the founder of True Destiny Leadership Legacy Project. I think it's great that you're doing a concert, but I think it's important that we let the people know why you're doing this concert. So, I guess, first of all, since it's the first time my group is getting a chance to meet you, tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right. Well, um, so I am a Brooklyn born and bred brother, right? Um, um, I've been in this aspect of leadership development over for a number of years. Actually, my whole life started when it comes to work is in the NYPD. I'm retired sergeant from the NYPD. I want to be a cop ever since
Thank
I was
you.
a kid. Um, I told you I was born and bred in Brooklyn, and I have 5 brothers and sisters. And my mother and father used to tell me how I would throw them up against the wall, act like I was locking them up. Because I had
That's
this picture
funny.
in my mind of what a cop was. It was pretty much encapsulated under the single word of action. So when I got out of the academy, I started working at a South Side Brooklyn precinct. Then I went to plainclothes, and then I went to the narcotics division. That's where I spent
Okay.
most of my career. And when I got there is really where I started to see something that what caused me to leave narcotics was that I was locking up everybody to look like me. And I believed there had to
Wow.
be a dynamic behind that, something that drove it. So I decided I wanted to see what I could do to make a difference in another way. My objectives, I want to make a difference doing something that makes a difference with people who want to make a difference. And so
Yeah.
that's really what kind of led me to this whole aspect of creating this foundation to be able to galvanize people who are interested and committed to developing young people within their neighborhoods. Because ultimately, we hear children are our future, right? It's
Yeah.
a
We
cliche.
sing it.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
believe the children are our future.
Well, I
But
believe
what are
if,
we
if you
doing?
believe it, it should translate into what you do and not just what you say. And so that was really my commitment. Retiring from the department to work for a not-for-profit, then started my own business. Even with that business, however, I utilize my resources to do what I can to help people move from where they are to where they ultimately can be. And
Yes.
the demographic that really needs our help tremendously, the young people. So that's why.
And let's talk about the young people. I mean, you use your own finances to fund everything, and I know that's not fun. So
Using your own funds is not fun, right? I think that's really the slogan, right?
yeah, yeah, but I want people to understand why. I mean, you just talked about why you left narcotics, and it was because of, locking up your own, our own. And I'm sure there's some statistics because I think you're talking about young people 18, 13 to 18, maybe. Is that your age range?
Pretty much, pretty close to it. We're really talking 15 to 25, um,
Okay.
because that demographic is really, and actually the demographic a little bit younger than that. However, the central groups that I have access to most of the time and working in some of the public schools in the city and then some of the organizations that my fraternity is part of. Um, the demographic is a little bit older than that, but something we
Okay.
talk about statistics, Liz.
Yeah.
Um, you know, Black teens in the age group of 14 to 25 face notable challenges when it comes to drug abuse. The
Yeah.
statistics fluctuate, but they're often identified as the highest risk for certain type of drug vulnerabilities. And um,
Yeah.
When they don't have alternatives to it is when they end up getting involved in that. And so when we can give them
Yeah.
alternatives, we can give them different sort of role models, give them other opportunities beyond the challenges that they face in their neighborhoods. I believe that's what draws them and creates an opportunity for them and for us to be able to have a different sort of destiny. Right?
Yes.
If I can just say this with regard to the destiny dynamic,
Sure.
my company and organization is called True Destiny because I believe most people are living a false destiny.
Mm.
They're living a destiny based on what people have said to them, what their history have been, what
Yeah.
circumstances suggest. But it doesn't have to be that. We're not bound to our circumstances. But unless people hear a message of that and see a model of that,
Yeah.
follow otherwise. So this is that's the reason why I focus on this demographic and with this organization.
So True Destiny is really helping young males, African American, um, have a destiny. You're actually taking the time out to make sure that they don't become one of the statistics that you just told us about.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, most definitely. And the oftentimes the um, what allows them to be drawn from where they are to something different is creating a positive point of identification for them, and so and also exposing them to something that is outside of what their norm is. The reality is, if people do what people see, if we can get them to see something different, maybe they'll do something different. You know,
Yes.
that the perspective from which we operate is really the thing that impacts us because our perspectives are what our beliefs are. And
Yeah.
if we can broaden that perspective, that can change their perception.
Yes.
Think about it, and that can create a different sort of reality. So that's really
Preach, Stephen, preach. That was good right there. I think it's important that people realize the work that you're doing and the heart that you have for it. And this concert that's coming up, it is so that you can raise funds to continue to be in the community, make a difference in the community. And we want to also be able to have an opportunity to have some of these young men able to come to the concert.
yeah, that
And
would yeah.
so you all that are watching, you have an opportunity. Maybe I don't want to hear, well, I can't come. I got something else that day. I got to eat fried chicken. Oh, my TV show's on. That's great. But guess what? You can donate a ticket and we can give it to one of the young men that Steven's talking about today. And you can make an impact right away on somebody's life. It doesn't have to be that you show up for the concert. If you have a heart to give and you want to be a part, you don't have to necessarily buy a ticket. It's nonprofit. You might want to give. It's the end of the year. This is when you have to get rid of all your extra money that you have. Get rid of some of that extra money and bring it over to the True Destiny Leadership Legacy Project. I'm giving you options so that you can now partner and be a part of making a difference in young man's life. I mean, I'm sure homelessness right now for those are high,
Yeah,
5 times likely to um, I wrote it down. 5 times more likely to be arrested. More likely. Everything is more for them.
sure, yes. Yeah, the homelessness, among youth, it's growing in our communities, and Black and brown teens are disproportionately affected by that, and so
Yeah.
um, being able to once again, I can't say enough about having alternatives,
Yeah.
and because people can once again, if they can see it differently, they can think differently. They can our what we do. It's impossible for us to act inconsistent with our own self concept, right? However we see ourselves is how we act,
Mm-hmm.
and so if we can get them to see it differently, anything that affects your vision affects your movement. And so,
Yes.
how can we, give them something different to see? The circumstances around um, aren't the best for them, but the objective of True Destiny Legacy Project is to have people understand that you're not bound by your circumstance, that you can make another choice. There are options out there, and
Yes.
education and exposure is really what we try to do to be able to assist from that standpoint.
And how long have you been in business?
So in my business in leadership development training for a long time, for 25 years as a business. But
Wow.
this not for profit organization, the Legacy Project, is only 2 years old. And it began initially as an offshoot of some work I was doing with the National Organization of Black Law Enforcement Executives in middle schools in the city, in Brooklyn and Manhattan.
Yeah.
And those young men that were there have been sub performers, and um, you know, not very academically astute, right? And
Yeah.
they weren't really very interested in education. It was boring to them. But being able to give them a view of something greater than where they are, and another opportunity to to see things differently. We created a that in the metaverse, right, is a place that they can like keep their interest, and so
Yeah.
we're developing a system to be able to create virtual reality classrooms for them to be able to gather and engage a curriculum that focuses on leadership, character, values, and
Mm-hmm.
building them up from the inside out. Right? And so,
Right.
but making it interesting, right? Because nobody wants to sit
Yeah.
lecture to another lesson. No, but if we can make it fun, if we can make it
Yeah.
interesting, we want to be able to do that. And so, utilizing virtual reality and the metaverse is kind of really what we're looking for these resources to go towards to make that happen.
So we need to buy Oculus glasses. If you all can't buy a ticket, buy a Oculus so we can give it to these young men. I mean, we need your support. And if you can, come on out. Look at the concert that's happening on January 17th at 7 p.m. Special guest is Naomi Raine, but we'll also have the NYPD Guardians Gospel Choir. Yes, they have a choir. We're going to go out and see them. Gary Englund will be there, the Music Church. Now, tickets are on sale now, and we want to make sure you get over there, get your tickets. You got 2 weeks left for the early bird special. So we want you to get your tickets now. We want to fill this place up. And, this is Naomi's hometown. You can't come to your hometown and, the place isn't full. So we want to make sure that we're supporting and showing her she's a 6-time Grammy Award winner. Look, let me tell you, I knew Naomi where she would just come to my little church. My church is not real big. She came to my church and did the New Year's Eve service. She brought her guitar. We loved her, but now I don't think I could get her to do that. But we want to support her because we've had a chance to watch how God has elevated her. And as we get a chance to watch her be elevated, we play a part in this. And we want to make sure that these young men get elevated. And we want to make sure that what Stephen is doing is funded and not out of his own pocket. Can you imagine? This business has been in existence for several years now, and he's had to fund it. So we want to help him fund this organization, and it's coming by going to the benefit concert. And this is his inaugural concert, which means it won't be his last. So we want you to stay connected. You could go over to the concert ticket page. As you can see, it's going across the bottom, concert.td llp.org. If you go over there, you can see all the different prices. If you're interested in sponsorship, please make sure you reach out to me so that I can connect you, or you can reach Steve directly. Steve, how would they contact you?
Primarily, they can contact through email at truedestiny5@gmail.com. True
Okay,
Destiny
You got that from the radio voice? He got a radio voice. True
Destiny 5.
Destiny 5 at Gmail. So that's for any sponsorship opportunities. We're grateful that Chick-fil-A has decided that they would come on and help be a sponsor. So there'll be Chick-fil-A in the house. And I don't mean food, but they'll be there with their signs. So make sure y'all are there. Okay. Doesn't make sense to have them there and we're not there. Stephen, if you had a chance to sum up, in a few words, True Destiny Leadership Legacy Project, what would you say?
I would say that the organization was born from a heart of wanting to help young people. We recognize the plight that exists, and though having grown up in the city, I can automatically identify with young people, and I believe that if we can help people develop from the inside out, better people, make better neighborhoods, better states, nations. It really all starts from the inside, with one, and I think there's a level of commitment that we have towards this. You mentioned about paying for this, out of my pocket, and that is because I am committed. I read a definition once about commitment, and actually I got it from the Urban Dictionary. Right.
All right. All right.
And the essence of this says that commitment is what transforms the promise into reality. That when you're committed, it moves beyond your words to what your actions are. And
say that again. Wait, say that again. Say that one more time.
When you're committed, it moves beyond your words to what your actions are. Not even your intentions to your actions. And so I certainly can't say that I believe in this cause and not do what's necessary to be able to bring it into fruition. If that means I got to fund it from my pocket right now, that's what I'll do. But I believe that, I think it was Goethe who said that when you're committed, providence moves as well. Right. And so that's what I believe will happen, that people of like mind, like heart. I don't by any means believe that I'm the only person that believes this, that feels this.
Yes.
I think we all do in some way, shape, or form. We have someone in our family, in our neighborhood, that we know that could use this type of help. And men helping young men, and our people helping people is really what is necessary to grow our community.
That's good. And look, we want you to come out. You hear Stephen's heart. You hear he's committed to this concert. Maybe you want to be a vendor. Maybe you want to be a sponsor, or maybe you just want to come enjoy. We're giving you the opportunity to do that. You can text him. You can email him at truedestiny5@gmail. And to get your tickets, it's concert.tdllp.org.
Yeah, it was a little.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. That's a great URL. You all go over to concert.tdllp.org. Go on over there. Get the tickets. We're going to continue to broadcast this. Oh, I'm seeing you all. Hey, Carol, I wasn't even looking over there. Sherry, good to see you again. Thanks for coming on. And those of you that have said hello, appreciate it. But I really need y'all to share. I need you to get your tickets. I want to see you in the house. I just found out that I'm hosting. This is really impromptu, but I want to see you in the place, because it's going to be a great time. So, Steve, anything you want to say before we go?
I just want to echo what you said, that if people would want to, join us and assist in this process, we'd be very grateful towards that happening. So thank you very much for bringing me out.
All right. You're welcome. And we want to see y'all there. And this is not the last time you're going to see Stephen. So Get ready. Who knows? We may even see Naomi. Last time she was in town, I was out of town. So now might be a good time for her to catch up with me. So we're going to work on that. And I think that is it. Stephen, thank you so much. And
Thank
we
you.
look forward again to the concert happening on January 17th. We are going to be, that's Queens College.
Yes, it is. Yeah, Colton Auditorium,
Okay.
Queens College.
Okay, we're going to be there. Get your tickets at Ticketmaster. And again, it's going to be a night with Naomi Raine. You're going to be hanging out with us, having just a great time on that night. So thank you for tuning in for AroundTown.live. You know I've got nothing but love for you. And until next time, go in peace, grow in grace. Don't just go to church, be the church.